Today we got some speed in the house. Like I said, we had Gatlin come in, the track guy, a couple weeks ago. So I think this might be one of the only guys in the world who be faster than this guy. We got Cheetah, Tyreek Hill coming to the stage today, baby.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Get Your Popcorn Ready. We got two hosts in the building today, myself, T.O., and my guy right there, Hatch, and which he's the slowest guy that's going to be on this podcast today. You know what I mean? There's always a need for speed, but in his case, not so much. But we have our guy, Tyreek Hill, Super Bowl champ, playing for my former coach, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles, who's now currently the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid.
Yes, sir. Let's
welcome Tyreek Hill, a.k.a. the Cheetah.
Cheetah, coming up on Get Your Popcorn Ready podcast. And don't forget to subscribe on the Himalaya app, wherever you get your podcasts.
Absolutely, yeah. Be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, show us some love. And also, if you got YouTube channels, if you want to tune in and see the video version of what we're doing here audio-wise, tune into my website, my YouTube channel,
our YouTube
channel, youtube.com/Terrell Owens. Okay,
yes,
cool.
Sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Get Your Popcorn Ready podcast. We got Super Bowl champs, 4-time Pro Bowler, going on his 5th year. Yeah, not you, T. We got a real speech in the building today. We got Cheetah, Tyreek Hill, from the Kansas City Chiefs in the building. I like your boy, Tyreek. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. We got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, now we got let's get this out the way, right? I was a 4-3 coming out. He was a 4-2, maybe even 4-1. T was a 4-5 or 4-5-8. You know what I'm saying? He's the only person I know that got faster as he got older. He's probably the fastest 50-year-old I know. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's no claim to fame.
Hey, man, go medals like that, man. The fastest 50-year-old.
He is being coached by one of the best coaches, trust me, by far the best coach that I've ever played for in Andy Reid. When you talk about training staff, when you talk about obviously injuries, recuperation, just getting back on the field in a timely manner, when you talk about injuries, which are a part of the game, and then let's talk about speed. We were on that topic. Yeah, I was a late bloomer. So I realized when I got into the league, I'm like, my first 3 years, especially my rookie year, I went into my first rookie game. I was looking around. I'm like, man, these dudes are fast. And that's what a lot of people have to understand, especially a lot of kids and moms and dads out there that are listening. You have that transition, and just from going from high school to college to the pros, the speed exponentially increases going from high school to college and pros. And then especially from college, you really kind of see how fast and how great athletes are. And we're talking about Tyreek Hill here, who obviously came into the league, I think, primarily it's sort of like a return guy. I'm sure a lot of scouts and people that drafted him, that scouted him, they looked at him as sort of a return guy. When I think about a return guy his size, I think of Peter Warrick. You think about some of the dynamic things that he did. He's one of those guys. But Tyreek has done a great job in transitioning and just getting that stigma of just being a special team guy to now a prolific receiver. Tell us about that transition.
Well, you kind of said it. It's all about desire and want to, right? So.
Right.
I mean, my mom, she always taught me, if you sign up to do something, you want to be the best at it. I believe my first year I came in, I'm nervous, I'm scared, and I don't know what to expect really, And my special team coach told me, he was like, Reek, there's a lot of fast guys in the NFL, but I mean, you're blessed with Olympic speed, so I got a chance to I got a chance to witness that my first game, and I wasn't able to do much because I was just trying to use my speed, so I went out that first year, I was working hard. I listened to another vet. We had Jeremy Macklin, so I was fortunate enough to have J-Mac, to prep me that season. He helped me get to the level I am now, and everything just took off from there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Isn't
I
it
looked
funny?
up to guys like I looked up to.
No, you good.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, like I said, when I see you, and automatically, like I said, with the scouts, the GMs, based on where you were drafted, how you were drafted. Like I said, some of the guys that I mentioned, you think about some of the great returners, the league has had. Obviously Deion Sanders, but you think about Dante Hall, you think about Devin Hester, Peter Warrick. These are some of the dynamic guys. Of those that I mentioned, Peter Warrick, he was a great college player, but that didn't successfully transfer, to the NFL level. I mean, he played a little bit and then he kind of faded. But when you think about, again, guys like Jeremy Macklin, those guys that were kind of like that, you looked up to, you kind of patterned and kind of became a better receiver. What is it about your game that allowed you, enabled you to kind of just, because it seems like you went from 0 to 100, especially from literally from being sort of like just known as a return guy to now being implemented into a system. And I know how Andy Reid, his mind works, to just an offensive juggernaut.
Right. I don't know, man. I just like being great, man. I look at guys like you. I look at guys like Randy Moss, and a guy like you, man, who may not, you know what I'm saying, big, physical, and like a lot of people doubt it, and I'm all about that. Like I use things like that, like to like fuel me to be great, So just like you said, when I first came out, a lot of scouts were like, "Oh, he can't run routes, he can't catch, or he can't break tackles." I use that every day. You know what I'm saying? In the off season, on the season, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the best wideout on this team. Or
so basically, you're
I'm gonna take his spot.
You're not saying you're good because of your speed.
Nah, I'm not. I mean,
right?
I mean,
because that's what a lot of people would say. They're like, "Oh, he's good because he's fast." Like, no, speed really, it has a little bit to do with it. Your talent, but you're going up in the, I would pretty much like.
I would say my first 2 years in the league, I was still raw. I was still learning. Mm-hmm. I was still learning the wideout position, you would say. I didn't know how to run routes. Mm-hmm. I could catch the ball real good, but I didn't really know how to go up 12 yards and then come back on the Z end. I didn't know how to do none of that. I was like, "Coach, how do I do that?" Mm-hmm. Is it like, do I go up and then do I hop into it, or what do I do? Mm-hmm. Now, like I've transcended my game to like, I know how to release. Like, can't no DB get no hands on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm releasing, I'm catching the ball, I'm going up over top of dudes with confidence, and stuff like that. So
because I think that's what we're trying to, like, the listeners out there, especially the young athletes, we're trying to let them know, right? It doesn't matter. Like, the talent is only one side of it. Like, it's going to be your character, your work ethic, your discipline too, your craft is more important than any speed, any height, anything that you got going on physically. It's going to become that mental approach to being successful. So that's why, I wanted to get on that.
Yeah, and it sounds like obviously you've had just not only just your coaches, but players that have helped you kind of develop your game, evolve your game. And again, as you said, that confidence that you had in yourself, obviously being instilled by your mom. Again, like I said, I know, what it's like to kind of be looked at as kind of like, on the outside, not really looked upon to really do great things because, like I said, with your height, some people that was one of the stigmas going into the league, especially for guys being a receiver, like, "Oh, well, he's short. He's not going to be able to help us." You know what I mean? There's, you got to be at least almost 6 feet, but you're defying
wideouts, man. Wideouts, man.
Right.
You come in short, stocky, and fast, man.
Right. So you're definitely defying those odds. And so I applaud you. And I appreciate watching you, again, evolve. Because, again, you look at guys that traditionally, guys like you that come into the league, they primarily put you guys in the slot. You know what I mean? But you're, like I said, knowing Andy Reid and how he operates and having a go-to type and a playmaker type of receiver like yourself, you've been able to expand your game. So, I mean, it's been remarkable to watch.
And he ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? You going on year 5. You know, you got a new deal. Y'all just won the Super Bowl, right? #1 offense in the NFL right now, everybody would say. So what's next? Like, what are you guys aiming at? What's your next target? Because Super Bowl's there. You got, you know, everything is like already, the Chiefs already achieved everything.
Hey, Hatch, I know before the show started, before you go to that, let's talk about, obviously, because like I said, they haven't really gotten to the season yet. So obviously they're in that preparation stage. Let's talk to him about COVID-19 is obviously.
Or you can change the subject and talk about
COVID. Yeah. Right. So before we get that, because like right now, that's been very at the forefront of everything right now. And obviously, like, they have to go through different protocols of how they're gonna, implement, practices, things of that nature. But we have to address, his dad's situation. Obviously, his dad contracted the virus. How has that been with your preparation and obviously being in proximity of him so the virus won't spread?
Well, at first, man, when my dad texted me, I really didn't believe it because my dad, he plays like a lot of jokes. But then, like, my mom called me and was like, "Yeah, like, this is serious," and then like I didn't know what to think for real, because like you hear so many people dying on the news and stuff like that. Right. And my dad, like, he's already like kind of sick, so I was like, man, I need to go home. So I called Rick. Rick was the first dude I called. I was like, Rick, man, I'm finna go home. My dad, like, he got COVID, and Rick, he was like, Rick, look, I know you want to go home, but it wouldn't be safe to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because your dad, he still got a quarantine or whatever. So I was like, man, bump that, man. I gotta get home to see my dad, man. You gotta. And my mom and my sister, they was like, nah, don't come. But I'm like, yo, I gotta see my dad, yo. But then, like, it finally clicked. Like, I got kids. I don't want to travel all the way back to Georgia, then come back and get one of my kids COVID. So my dad, he ended up being straight. He called me like 8 days later and was like, dude, I'm good, man.
Good, man.
Awesome.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. So it's like, how does that like worry you? It says coming up on the season, if you guys are going to play, it's like, now if you play this season, you can't see your dad because you might, end up taking it back to your dad. So you're going to be 6-7 months without seeing family really.
My family or my kids, man. So like,
or your kids,
but like, I gotta talk to my girl. I gotta talk to my people, man, and see what I really want to do. I really want to stay involved in my kids' life. Like they're saying now, like if we go to training camp, we won't be able to see our families. They're basically saying that, and I'm like, yo, like, so I won't be able to see my son like at least once a week. Like, wow. So I really don't know. Like, I'm still talking to my family about it. Like, I know I just got a contract, but I feel like my kids are like the most important thing to me, man.
Absolutely. I mean, family's definitely the most important. And I think that's why, what's going on. Like, everybody's just saying, well, yeah, we're going to have NFL and the players want to play. Like, yeah, they want to play, but they also want to live.
Right. You took the word right out of my mouth, man. Like, family is very important to all of us, man. So.
Yeah. So how do you juggle those factors in that, knowing that, okay, that there are some decisions to be made, and do you go to other players? Do you guys call each other to kind of figure out, okay, how do we proceed with the season, and having to know that we're gonna have to isolate ourselves from your families?
I mean, and that's what we kind of doing right now. All of the Chiefs leaders are like stepping up. I'm trying to figure out. Talking to Coach Reed, giving him ideas about things like that, so, and that's the good thing. That's the real good thing about the Chiefs, right? Because Coach Reed, he listens, he understands. Like, he's like, guys, look, I know y'all got families, and everyone wants to see their family. So he understands, he knows what's going on. So it will get figured out, trust me.
Well, so you have the luxury of not only having Rick Burkholder, who obviously handles, he's the head trainer for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm sure he has to inform you guys with all the medical, things that come with COVID. But you also have your mom, who's a nurse as well, if I'm not mistaken. That she kind of educates you on the proper procedures and precautions.
Hey, look, don't even get started on my mom, man. She talks too much about that stuff, man. It's like sometimes I be like, Mom, I don't even want to hear it, man. Like, it's like
you should be an expert. You should be an expert at this point. So now, whatever knowledge that your mom is passing on to you, you can kind of you can be the smart guy in the room and address the other guys.
I really could, man, but I ain't even gonna cap. I be laying my phone down, man. Come on, go on, like run on sentences about this COVID stuff.
Yeah, is she on the front lines?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Good.
Not anymore, man.
Was you worried when she was?
I was like, Mom, look, you don't need me to do that no more. You just need to chill and be my mama and take care of
right.
Yeah, like be mom and grandma.
Yeah, lives to save. Okay.
Right. So you're basically saying she needs to be mom and grandmom, and that's
mom and grandmom. Thank you, man.
Hey, I'm right there with you, bro.
That's funny. Well, as from said the off season has been the COVID thing first, and of course, like you said you have a coach that supports you guys. We were talking the other day, like it's important to have coaches to back the players. And how has Andy Reid kind of backed yourself or some of your teammates regarding the protest in the Black Lives Matter protest and the movement?
He's been doing his thing. As far as Coach Reid though, we really I didn't get a chance to like discuss a whole lot, but as far as like a wideout room, like we had a chance to go in, you know what I'm saying, say what we had to say, and that was it. You know, like a lot of guys are for it and a lot of guys aren't for it, and I ain't gonna say no names.
Yep.
There's no there's no Tyreek for it, you know, so you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter. Like we already know all lives matter, but until Black Lives matter to everyone, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep yelling it. We're gonna always keep yelling it.
So that's interesting. How does that make you feel, especially like you said, you don't want to throw anybody on the bus, but having those feelings and you kind of just knowing that some guys are not in support of what's going on right now. I mean, trust me, that has to make you kind of feel a certain way. You know, like I said, those are your teammates. But how does that make you feel? And then again, knowing those things, like how do you progress as the season progresses, knowing that some of these guys are not really, for what we're all on this screen for, Black Lives Matter.
I mean, I at first, man, I was just like, it was kind of expected, but I really never like really just hate anyone, because my parents ain't really teach me to. Well, my parents ain't raised me to be like that. I mean, everybody has opinions, and everyone has a way that they're gonna feel in their heart, and you can't change that. Only thing we can do is just educate them and just continue to say it. So, and I feel like once everybody said what they had to say, he began to understand, like why we're protesting, why we're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because believe this or not, man, we deal with motherfucking racism every day in our building.
Every day.
It may not be noticed. But if you like woke and you see it, it's noticed. Like you can see it. Like it's right there in your face.
So you're going on your 5th year with the Chiefs, and to have that conversation, like you're one of the leaders on that, in that room now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like you're taking different responsibility. Do you think that you would have thought the same if this would have happened your rookie year?
Nah, not for real. I'd probably have been like, man, look. I'd have still been like Black Lives Matter, but I'd have been like, Coach, look, I got a flight to catch, so I'm
yeah.
But now, like, I'm on year 5. I'm 26. I got 4 kids, man. Like, I'm
different
more
perspective. Yeah,
I know a lot more. Like, I know a lot more about things now. So
that's good. That's good. You're evolving.
You know how it is. Man. You're a rookie. You first come into the league. You just trying to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely,
man.
Right, but I mean, I can't imagine. Like I said, dealing with such a big topic such as social injustice. You're talking about equality, social inequality for for us as a black race. You talk about the police brutality in which Colin Kaepernick basically knelt for to bring some awareness to. Obviously, when you talk about what Hat said, now you're in your 5th year, I think you realize the importance and the magnitude of what you serve as and who you serve as a role, not just on that team, but as a father. You know, you have a mom and dad. You're a son to them. Explain to us, I mean, give us some little insight, because not only have you kind of stepped up at the forefront of this Black Lives Matter, and again, you said in the wide receiver room, you guys have had that discussion. Your quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, he has been at the forefront of this as well, really standing up for Black Lives Matter. So yeah, tell us a little bit about his involvement and the importance and the importance of, like I said, it almost seems like he's taken upon that leadership role, not only just as a quarterback, but as a black man in the community as well.
And that's real game changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think what he's doing is bigger than like any touchdown throw he'll like ever throw in his life. Because the like effect of people that like he's opening eyes to on both sides, because believe this or not, Pat is black and white. Right. So he like opening white folks' eyes, and also, you know what I'm saying, on like black folks' side. You know what I'm saying? So I really like applaud him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like my quarterback won the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, they won't want that pressure. They won't want that. Like they won't want that like national attention. But like this kid right here, like steps up when leaders need to step up. Like I believe he's teaming up with LeBron. They're gonna do like the more than the vote, and that's the name of it. More than I think, huge. Hey T.O., that's my quarterback.
What's up?
Man. That's my quarterback. That's your moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's my quarterback.
You got to drop some tears, Cheetah. You got to drop some tears, dog.
Yeah. So man, that's awesome. So I mean, let's transition. Obviously, like I said, that's definitely a sensitive, subject.
Hey, I ain't as good as T.O. with that now.
Because it's like the NFL it's quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If you're a quarterback, you have more eyes on you, right? And out of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now, you got Mahomes, Jackson, Watson, Dak, and Russell. Those 5 out of the top 10 are black quarterbacks. So if the quarterbacks are going to get the message and they're going to be part of, then being leaders of this NFL movement, then I think we're in good hands. Especially you and a lot of other players as well. I think we're.
Was that your phone ringing?
Yeah, that was my phone.
Oh yeah, Andy Reid just told me that's a fine, $1,500. $1,500,
bro.
$1,500 for phones.
Hey, I just got a text. He said $1,500 fine.
That's crazy, man. $1,500.
You be getting fined. What was your fine? What did you get fined for so far in your first couple years in the league? What did you get fined for?
So my first fine was I was late to like a special team.
Being late. I already knew it.
I was late to a special team meeting, and I just walked in all casual. And like Coach told, he didn't even say nothing. But we got this dude on our fullback, Anthony Sherman. Like he like the police on our team or whatever. He got a clipboard and everything and take everybody's name down who late. He still do it to this day. Yeah, like he fined me. I was like, damn, bro.
I remember we got fined $5,000 every game for having our socks too low. Like if our knees were out back in the day, the pants were too high.
That's crazy, right?
Right, but hey, we were just like, receivers like I gotta be clean.
You gotta be clean.
We was like knees was out. We was gonna have them knees out. We got fined $5,000, man. I couldn't stand that. I'm so mad that I did that now. Looking back, I'm like, give me all that money.
Man, they still a sock fine, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So tell me, I'm gonna give you this little story. I had some goals set for me when I first got to the Philadelphia Eagles with Andy. So before I get into that, I want to know kind of like what your personal goals are for the season, and what can you do to obviously, like I said, I don't know how can you get better. But I know like when I was with the Eagles, I asked when I got there. I asked what was the most touchdowns that a receiver had.
Hey, that's me. You sound like me. That's me.
Who got the most?
I think it may have been around like between 12 and I think 13 or something like that. And so that was my first year. So I told him, I was like, man, I'm gonna get 15 touchdowns. And then he goes, man, there's no way. Like I said, I'm just getting to the Eagles. So they already had Todd Pinkston and some other guys. I think they released James Thrash, but they had Freddie Mitchell. So I came in to kind of be that X factor. And so, again, like I said, me knowing what I could do coming over from San Francisco, being that playmaker and that game changer. And now I knew that I had a quarterback that had a hose for an arm that could throw it all over the field. I challenged myself to get 15 touchdowns. And when I got hurt, I was at 14. So the bet was if I got 15 touchdowns, I could wear tights at practice without my shorts over top of them, and we were going to.
Nobody want to see that.
It's matter of fact.
That was how I practiced. I learned that from Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? For the people that are listening, I learned that from Jerry Rice. When we came out of practice, he had his tights on, and so I kind of modeled myself after that. And so with Andy, he didn't think that was possible, and I said, Andy, I'm gonna get those 15 touchdowns. And I said, if I get those 15 touchdowns, I can come to practice without my shorts. And I said, you got to wear some tights in front of the whole team. Dude, hey, first year, we're deep into the season. I'm at 14 touchdowns. We're at home. We're playing the damn Dallas Cowboys. And that's where the horse collar came into play. And I was injured. And I ended up missing the rest of the season. I was stuck on 14, and I was so mad.
You lost the bet.
Lost the bet.
I was so mad. I was right there on the cusp. But that was like, for me, I challenged myself. Those are some of the personal goals. Like anything else, the team goals and things of that nature, it just came with the confines of the offense. And so I realized, like, once I was there for that year and 7 games, a lot of things statistically, it went through the roof because of my presence there. Obviously, like I said, I couldn't have done what I did without Donovan and the offensive line and all those other guys, just like you. You can't do what you do without Patrick Mahomes, and I'm sure the feelings are mutual. But now, you know, what are some of the personal goals going into this upcoming season? And obviously, there's a lot of things factoring into this, obviously, with the way that you guys are preparing for the season. What can you, Tyreek Hill, number 10, do and be better?
Well, one of my goals is, like, in all of my YouTube videos, I've been saying I want to get 2,000 receiving yards this year.
Go get it.
That's like a whole nother level though. Like that's like mumble mentality though for me though. Like I gotta stay locked in. I gotta get the proper rest. I gotta put the right things in my body.
Yeah.
And then for the game, it's gonna be easy then.
Right.
You know, so that's been like my main goal and my main thing this year. You know, because I got hurt last year and I missed 6 games last year, and that kind of like being hurt is like the worst thing. I swear it is, man. Because you inside by yourself while everybody else practicing. You know, and during game day, you see guys out there running the wrong route. You like, man, if I would have been out there, I'd have scored. Like,
right.
So, 2,000 yards for me, man. I ain't gonna say the touchdowns, you know. But 2,000 yards.
I remember back in the late 90s, probably one of those years when I was on the Vikings. So the year prior, Moss had 17. So my off season, like my goal was to beat Randy's record, right? We're on the same team. Like this gonna be my year. And I ended up having 2.
17 what? Touchdowns?
Moss had 17. Moss had 17.
How do you figure
that was
my goal? It don't matter. It's my goal. But I had 2.
No, I had the same question. How do you figure? How do you think you'll have?
See, that's what I'm saying. Some guys are just oblivious, dog. It's just like,
but the work I put in the work to get 17. I just had
there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I put in the work to get it.
As long as you put in the work, you're good.
I agree. I agree.
There's such thing as being realistic and just being absolute ridiculously crazy.
Why be realistic? I'll never be realistic.
That's the problem.
I never. No, that's what average people think realistically. I'm not average.
But that's how I did it. I was
you average
going into the league.
You're an average Hall of Famer.
That's
an oxymoron. I get it.
Hey, Tyreek, I'll take that. I'll take that from a bona fide hater that he is.
You sound like Skip Bayless right now, Matthew.
Hey, that's he's Skip Bayless. He's a Skip Bayless of the show. I'm Shannon Sharp and he's Skip Bayless. I'm hip
Bayless. I got a bad hip.
I'm hip Bayless.
Okay. No, it's all good. Okay, so let's get on this. Let's get on this speed. Let's talk about this speed for a little bit. Then, like I said, we know that there's some fast people out there, and they kind of like have that boxer's mentality, like nobody can beat me.
Right.
And like I said, we know you like to challenge people, via Twitter, Instagram. You got some names. Some people out there that you really want to race, right? So give me your top guys that you really, really, really want to race. That's what I want to hear.
The
top 5 guys I really want to race though is go ahead.
Hatch, again, the known speed guy, like I don't know that many guys in the league that are fast, but all I know Tyreek is one of the fastest. I don't know any of these other guys. Maybe Alvin. You think Alvin Kamara is in that?
No, Kamara's a 4.5 guy.
Man, we're talking about different.
If you ain't 4.2, then you can't be in the conversation.
So for me, that's pretty different. I don't know who's in that 4.2, 4.3 category.
John Ross from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right.
Henry Ruggs was a 4.2. Marquise Goodwin. Like those are all legit 4.2 guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can beat a couple of guys. I can beat a couple.
What about this other guy? Matt Breida, is that his name?
Breida for the 49ers.
That's who I really want to race, and I'm gonna bet him.
Okay,
I'm gonna bet him. If he beat me, I change. Let me see. If he beat me, I'm gonna change my Twitter, my IG name
to second place,
my name from Cheetah, and he can have it.
Okay.
Supposedly his name is Cheetah too, so he can have it.
Okay. We go race for the name. Okay.
Race for the name.
Okay. Do you know what he was coming out? Was he a 4.3?
He ran a 4.3, man. That's what I'm saying.
So you never went to the combine, right?
I never went to the combine.
So these 4.2s at this combine, they make you feel a certain type of way because you
feel a certain type of way, man. Because I'm looking at most of these guys' track times. I'm seeing 10.6. I'm seeing 10.4. I'm seeing 10.5. I'm like, dude, I ran a fucking 9.9.
Ooh.
Like these dudes don't want no smoke, man. Like, dude, I'm being serious. Like, no disrespect to nobody. Like, they fast, but they football fast. See, I run track and I play football. I do both.
Hey, let me tell you this. It's documented. And I think it was 2002. We were playing we played against Denver in Osaka, Japan. We had a guy, a track guy. I don't know. Yeah. You may know it. The dude name is Mike. His name is Mike Jennings.
Mike Jennings.
He was fast. He was on our team as a receiver. We were in Japan after practice. I knew he was fast. I don't know if he's 4.2, 4.3, whatever. I raced him and I beat him in front of the media.
So he wasn't that fast then.
So he wasn't that fast then.
It does not matter when you're known as a track guy and I'm just a football guy, and I'm challenging you, and I'm challenging you, and I'm challenging you, and I beat him.
That dude wasn't. That Mike Jennings dude wasn't that fast.
He wasn't that fast, B.
He was fast, but he wasn't that fast. Like
he ran track fast. He ran track.
He ran track.
Right. He was known for running track.
And you beat him in the 40 or the 100?
I beat him in the 40, clown.
Hey, I'm asking, Slowpoke.
Hey, go back to this. I got another one to document my speed. Go research the Superstars competition. We had Isaac Bruce was in there.
Not a 4.4.
It doesn't matter. These guys are projected to be fast.
We're talking about times,
they were known to be faster than me.
Isaac Bruce was known to be fast, though.
Thank you.
To be fast.
Thank you.
But yeah, not clock. Yeah, not clock fast. He's not. Yeah, he'll tell you all day he wasn't a 4.4 guy.
Hey, like I said, Skip Bayless to the fullest right here. He's always gonna try to diminish my accomplishments. It doesn't matter. Like I said, these guys were known for being fast.
Come on,
when I raced him, it was me, Isaac Bruce, I think Tiki and Rondé Barber or whatever. Rondé was known. He ran track at Virginia.
That's a horrible field. That's horrible.
We talking about
horrible.
guys that have run track.
Yeah, those last two you just named, though, I can't give you those.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
That's a JV race. That's a JV race.
Hey,
if you want documentation.
I was playing right now, Tyreek. I'll give you a run for your money.
Come on. Now you see where I'm going, Cheetah. I don't even like hearing all this because he's delusional. He's delusional. But
that's not realistic, bro.
It's not realistic. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Come on.
All right,
man. So you trying to say I'm like him when he was trying to get to 17 touchdowns but only got 2.
Absolutely. That's what we're trying to say.
Hey, T.O., check this out, T.O. I will give you 10 yards.
No,
in the 100,
I would disrespect you.
Hey, Cheetah, have you guys ever watched the baseball like in the 7th inning where they put the green dude and they put
Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze.
Look, check this out. I know that dude.
Okay.
I know that dude.
That's gonna be T. Gonna be the just regular pedestrian. You gonna be Mr. Freeze.
Hey, Tyreek,
in 100 yards, you'll get him. I guarantee.
I will get you. Tyreek, you gonna give me 10 yards to go what? What are we doing? And you think you're going to beat me at 10 yards?
10 steps. Hold on. Not 10 yards, 10 steps.
10 steps.
I'll take that. And Hatch, you think he's going to beat me?
I know he's going to beat you.
You want to bet?
Do 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 you want to bet?
I promise you on my kids, you give me 10 steps because you're not beating me, bro.
Look at holding his hands up.
Hey, you are not beating me, bro. And Hatch, I can't believe it. Hatch, I want to bet. I bet your car. I want to bet. I put your car on the line.
What kind of car you got?
It don't matter. I want
not to bet.
I want him to walk. I want him to walk.
Hey, Cheetah, he's delusional, dog. I'm not even listening to this clown. I'm not even listening.
It's in the air, bro. It's in the air.
Ask him if he's gonna bet. Make the bet. Make the bet.
You let me know the time and place. You let me know the time and place.
Make the bet. Make the bet.
Yeah, I mean, y'all both down there in Florida. Y'all can get this thing popping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Make the bet.
Just get it on.
Yeah. You in Florida,
bro. You think you're gonna give me 10 steps and beat me, bro? You not
stop talking and set the place and time. I'm there.
That's all I'm saying.
No, okay.
I'm in Florida.
Get your popcorn ready podcast with T.O. We got my boy Hatch in the building. Hey, we got Super Bowl champ, one of the fastest in the National Football League, Tyreek Hill. Hey, both of these guys on the show, they're delusional. I don't know. They need to be drug tested because this guy thinks he's going to give me 10 steps and beat me. I don't see that happening. So guess what? Tyreek, I'm going to accept your challenge. All the people that are out there listening, get your popcorn ready, because while I'm at it, Hatch, please specify your bet while we're on audio.
I'm gonna specify my bet.
Go ahead, Cheetah. Go ahead, Cheetah.
I'm gonna wait, Cheetah. I got a friendly 1,000 for you. If you beat me, I got a friendly 1,000 for you.
I got the
same stat. The same stat.
Exactly. You ain't gonna give me no 10 steps. And you ain't finna beat me because that's not happening.
Hey, Rick, hey, Cheetah. The side bet is he gonna go to the hospital?
What?
I'm telling you, that 100, you gonna pull up, dog. You gonna pull up tomorrow. I guarantee you gonna pull up.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong with you, dog. Don't associate your body.
Hey,
how you feel
Cheetah, just get it on camera, Cheetah, because I ain't gonna be there.
It's going on camera. It's going on camera. On YouTube. Win, lose, or draw is going on YouTube.
Absolutely.
We finna get this popping. Oh, I'm finna get my body right. I'm finna get this.
You got 24 hours, B. What you gonna do in 24 hours?
Tomorrow.
We gonna say tomorrow. He gonna run it. You see what I'm saying, Cheetah? He running now.
Hey, when you want it, T. Just let me know.
When do y'all go back to the camp? When y'all have to go to camp?
July 30th. Just give me a date. I'll come back.
Okay, before July 30th.
She didn't need 24 hours. That's it. Well,
before July 30th.
I can come to you right now. I can come to you right now.
Hey, T scared.
July.
Now he's backpedaling. Why you backpedaling, T?
No, I'm not.
How long you need? How long you need?
July 30th.
You need every day is what you saying.
You finna start
before July 30th.
Today. He going out to run tonight, Cheetah. I guarantee you he do 2 days after day. I guarantee.
What are you talking about?
So race him tomorrow then.
The other day.
Race him tomorrow.
No, I can't do it tomorrow.
Why not?
Because my daughter is trying
your daughter can be right there watching you get beat.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so do it Thursday.
I ain't got no reason.
Do it Thursday.
He said
do it Thursday.
I put this on everything that I own. I will race you before July 30th, homeboy.
You got
okay. Have my money ready.
That's cool. He doing 2 days every day. I guarantee it, Cheetah.
First of all, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This me and Tyreek. You just pay me my money.
Nah. You get ready to pay him his money.
Tell him again, Reed. Tell him again. Tell him again.
Coming like that.
Oh my God, bro, this is disrespectful.
Hey, Cheetah, this dude is disrespectful. You better walk him like
I just want to let you know 10 steps isn't 10 yards.
Thank you.
I get that. So whose steps we doing? Whose steps we doing? Your step?
What is your step?
Okay, that's fine. You got to do
yard.
You can't do no walking lunge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro. We go. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
That's fine.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
So there it is. But yo, Cheetah, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, dog. Appreciate you coming on Getcha Popcorn Ready podcast. On, fam.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, before I head out, man, I just want to say Soul Runner for life, man. If you're not with us, you against us. Hey, if you don't know what Soul Runner is, go to my IG, go to my Twitter, check it out.
Let them know your IG and your Twitter.
My IG is Cheetah. My Twitter is Cheetah. Everything is Cheetah, man. But like I said, our first drop was yesterday. We dropped some what did we drop? Sweats. No sweats. We just dropped some shirts on the protest Black Lives Matters. Say their names is dope. All the proceeds go to the OK program, I believe. So we are not benefiting off of this, man. We just trying to build Black communities, Black kids, you know, and just show them that we care, you know.
There it is.
So there you have it.
Soul for have it.
That's right. What is it called?
Hey, Soul Runner.
Soul for what? Soul for runners?
Nah, Soul Runner.
Soul Runner. There you go. People that are listening, Soul Runner. Definitely supporting Black communities. Black Lives Matter. Got some. I guess he got some swag, some T-shirts, some things of that nature. Again,
persona too, man. Soul Runner, like Soul Runner mentality. It's also like mumble mentality.
That's what's up.
There it is.
Yeah, be sure y'all check my man out at Cheetah on all his social media platforms. No doubt.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, baby.
Hold on. T.O., come back to the car. T.O. Look at this dude flexing, bro.
Yeah, hey, you see, get your popcorn ready, baby.
We racing. I'm gonna beat him by at least 10 yards.
Walk him like a dog, Cheetah. Walk him like a dog, baby.
Yes,
you just get ready to pay me my money. We'll see this.
I need that gas, man. All right, man.
All right, peace, young fella. So there it is, man. We got one of the fastest men in the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champ. Tyreek Hill, a.k.a. Cheetah, was in the building of Get Your Popcorn Ready podcast. That was a good show, man.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. We usually do the 3 and out. We know you got a hard out, so let's do a recap of kind of what stood out. What do you think the first one is?
You know what? I like how he called out Matt Breida, the running back, I think, for the San Francisco 49ers.
San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, he's like specifically because I guess he said he's go racing for his the name Cheetah on his social handle.
That's a good bet. That's a good bet. I like that.
Absolutely. So that was one thing I took away from it.
And then what is the other one? I think the COVID. Soul. Let's do Soul
Runner. Yep. So that's
his foundation. Obviously, with this Black Lives Matter situation going on, the world obviously. In support of Black Lives Matter, we're trying to get as a Black community, in which, again, Colin Kaepernick, he couldn't have been the best poster boy for this. We had no idea that he would be the poster boy for this, but now, 4 years later, he knelt for social injustice, police brutality. And so, again, he's contributing some of his efforts to kind of help the black race, the black community with soul runner. So
absolutely.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was.
And then the last one would be what the COVID-19 obviously is.
His mom being, like I said, she was being a nurse. She's a nurse. His dad actually had His dad actually had COVID, and he's got 4 kids, and there's some turmoil within himself because do I go play, and then how do I come home to my 4 kids if I'm playing this NFL season? With what's going on, up and going against other players every day. Like that's a thing he's really got to take in consideration. Like you're putting your kids and your mom and your dad possibly at risk.
Yeah. You said it. I mean, now he's trying to decide. Obviously, football is his livelihood, but at the same time, what really matters most? Yeah, and that's family. And obviously, he's using football obviously to support himself, his family. But that's got to be a difficult situation, not only for Tyreek Hill, but a lot of the players around the National Football League.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate you coming on, Tyreek Hill, Cheetah, Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champion, one of the fastest men, if not the fastest man in the NFL. Get your Popcorn Ready podcast. Subscribe on the Himalaya app or you ever get your podcast.
And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just to hear and see the video portion of it. Please subscribe, youtube.com/Terrell Owens.
Yay! Peace!